Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I just finished installing OBS because, again, I like to run over a lot of things with you. Now, listen. I want you to listen. I have built the package manager as I said I would, and it's in a very, very interesting state right now. And I want to basically, really, I guess I forgot to add cargo. Please install Rust first. Oh, well, fine. You were supposed to install it for me. You ever have that where you just go and you set everything up and it doesn't want to work? Yeah, well, I'm going to have to fix this script because it's supposed to handle all the dependencies and everything else. Let's just build and install. Now, this is very simplistic, okay? There's no real eye candy to it. I made it look kind of cool. Uh, but other than that, it's meant to be functional more than anything. It's meant to have this ability where you can just jump in and it works versus jumping in and nothing works. So yeah, that's the whole stick of it, you know? And it has little to no dependencies, which is great. So it's done. That's it. It's installed. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be attempting to use it to completely set this up. Now, you may notice that I am currently using GNOME, and it's unfortunate because I don't like GNOME anymore. Yeah, thanks. There we go. All right, let me organize this real quick. Put you there. Don't need you anymore because I have my own. And it's going to take a second to open because it's got to load up everything. So this is it. It's nice and simplistic, lightweight. You can also install RPMs with it if you need to. That's not working for some reason. I don't know why. But the very first time that you end up opening it, it ends up pulling down the Unicode stuff that it needs. You got light and dark mode because I know some people like that. And if I type OpenCL, or there's your OpenCL stuff. And if you want to see what's currently installed, you're able to do that. That's the cool part. And right here is where you would check for your updates. If there's any updates, it will populate. It'll tell you there's no updates available. You want to see if you have any Flatpaks installed, feel free. You want to go install a Flatpak. Right now, I don't think it really works, but I'm going to attempt to see if it works. Because last time I left it, I didn't leave it fully functionable, which is a bit annoying. But this is the pop-up for everything, and it does a thing. I'm going to cancel that, actually. So here's what we're going to do. Right now, it's not complete, not by a long shot. I still need to add a repo manager to deal with corpse. So for that, we're going to have to use this. And I'm going to be setting up my dark material shell. So I don't like using GNOME anymore. I can't stand it. It drives me absolutely nuts. And so that's what we're not doing this today. Yeah, why do you not work? What happened to you? You worked before on the other thing. Maybe it missed something. I could always go and check the GitHub. Make sure that we have everything. Build and run, cargo build, run, search, cargo clippy, format code, test. Why is there a remove? Prerequisites. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to install all of these. Now that build package script was supposed to install all these, but I guess there's a bug in the code somewhere. And I'm going to end up running this one more time. Because if you need to, you can, well, redo it. Let's see if we can open this back up. Ah, there we go. So yes, you can manually install RPMs. So yeah, There was a missing dependency. Thankfully, all the dependencies are right there. Isn't that great? If you don't know what I'm looking at, it's this. This is the page right here. By the way, it's optimized for 720p screens and up. Okay, so it will always look good for whatever you need. And this is where we're going to begin, right here. And I'm sorry that there's no light mode, but it is what it is. So we're going to copy this. And unfortunately, we can't install it with this. So we're going to exit this, but we will be using that, I promise. And I'm going to type clear. We're going to type CD and clear again. And I know you can hit Control L to clear, but that doesn't actually clear anything. Learned that the hard way. So we're going to type sudo and we're going to enable this repo. This repo allows us to gather Hyprland, which is what we want. The next one we're going to enable is for quick shell. Okay, so sudo, paste this. Yes. Awesome. I am going to need something else. Qt5, graphic effects, Fedora, and I believe I can install it that way, but I'd rather have the Qt6 version of it. I don't like searching on my main screen for things. Yeah, I guess we'll just install this. Sudo dnf in. This is one of the things that is required to use my dot files. I don't like relying on it, but I do for a reason. Okay. All right. I also want to enable this, even though right now I am banned from their Discord for defending myself against someone who has been harassing and bullying me, which is kind of funny and ironic when you think about it. In the end, he got taken out, which is good, but I also got banned at the same time, which I'm completely fine with. I don't have to be part of a toxic Discord community that does whatever it takes to troll and put people down, so that's kind of nice. All right, so we have both of those installed. We have everything we need. And this is where we begin because I need to also head to my GitHub related around the dark material shell. Dark material shell. All right, so these are my dot files. Okay. And if we go down here to font installation, this is what we're going to be installing manually. I'm going to just do this. So we copy, we paste, we hit enter. Oh, they're already there. Okay, so it did actually install everything. All right, forget that. Great. So if that's done, we would need to do packets installation. So I'm going to copy all of this right here. Now, what we could do is this. Just like that. Right? But if we needed to, we could also open this instead. And we can go to updates, check for updates. It's going to automatically refresh every repository we've added. We could do a search and we can type Hyprland. There's Hyperidle, Hyprland, like everything is there. How cool is that? I love this. This makes me happy. But for today's purpose, I kind of don't want to go through searching all of this, even though we can mass install all of this. And that's done. I don't need you. I don't need you. I will end up needing this, but we're not going to remove it. I probably don't have the required stuff for this. But we'll see how far it gets. Yes, so sudo dnf install Cairo go object. It's already installed, so we're gonna need the devil package. Good. And then we do this again. Sometimes the best way to find out if you need a package is by trying. So for the stuff that we do need to find, we could just do this. See that? I believe this is the one. Install selected package. Okay. Really? Are you really going to misbehave right now? Okay. Well, this allows us, I guess, for right now to be able to type it out. Sudo dnf install rust GDK4. It's bugging me. Oh, wow. No, do not want to do all of that. System plus default devil. We're going to go and we're going to just like head into here, man. And we're going to go to here and we're going to just like none. I'm sorry about these loud intrusions on our psyche. All right, so it failed. It needs the GDK layer 4, which is right here. So is this another one that's just is pretty straightforward? All right, so sudo dnf install GTK4 layer shell dev devil or whatever. Good. So this is how you figure out dependencies for things. I mean, my page doesn't have all the dependencies on this. I now have them in video at least, so it's pretty clear. We're getting close. Look, are we gonna need anything else? Uh-huh. It's kind of nice doing this way. Yes. Yes. I got the power. And we will be copying this to /user/bin instead of /user local/bin. I really wish things would compile a little quicker. You know what I mean? But hey, can't really complain. Done. All right. So yeah, we've got almost everything except for this. You only need this if you're an NVIDIA user. It's done. And yeah, we should be good. We got all the applications, the system tools, everything like that is good. We need to install a few things more though. Okay. Did that go over? No, it did not. Okay. So we need to install a pull kit. This is important. And sudo dnf install hyper pull kit agent unavailable. Didn't ask if it was unavailable. I said that I wanted it. Thanks. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. I want some XDG stuff installed because that kind of matters. I want a GNOME portal. I forget what it's called because we need it not to take literally forever. I think it's called XDG portal GNOME. Yes, yes it is. Okay. So we should just be able to do this. It's already installed. Hyprland. Already installed. Good. GNOME keyring. All right. I need to figure one thing out. And to use this, I'm going to have to remember because verify you're human. Well, god darn it. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm gonna need this. Okay. And already got all of that. I think I have everything installed that I need. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install the CachyOS kernel real quick. Just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to be installing CachyOS settings. Because again, I like optimized performance for my games and stuff. Even though Fedora 43 does not have any optimized packaging itself for V4, which honestly helps a lot for overall system responsiveness, it's still something I would like to have. You know what I mean? All right, sudo dnf install CachyOS settings allow erase, because it's required because something has to be removed and replaced. And now we are going to update and regenerate is that the right one? I really just want to use lemon. I don't, or systemd boot on Fedora. There we go. Should be it. We're going to run sudo acmods -- force -- rebuild, because again, NVIDIA. And we got to do this because it's got to build the acmods for everything else. Because if we're going to boot into this new kernel, we're going to need this. Also, my boot is 4 gigs instead of just 2 gigs or 1 gig, due to the fact that NVIDIA kind of builds big modules, and it's kind of needed. I know it's a little excessive, but you need to understand that I don't like having that pop-up that says, free up space now. Not fun. We're also using the NVIDIA Open drivers, because again, that's super important. And yeah, when we end up logging in, as long as we have everything, let me check these dependencies again. Whoops, yes, 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 yes. Yes, we missed one. I'm going to have to add that to my repo. That handles the wallpapers. Very, very important. I also need to add SVG support to my custom launcher as well. But yeah, for the most part, we've gotten everything. DNF install Hyper Picker. Yep, Hyper Picker's there. I'm just double checking. You always got to double check that you have everything. Because if you don't double check, triple check, and so on and so forth, you'll end up missing a dependency. And that's kind of important that you don't do that. So there we go. That's it. Now all we got to do is reboot, and I will see you guys with everything on Hyprland. Yeah. Where'd you guys go? Oh, you guys are over there. All right, stay with me. I forgot that I did not install Hyprland itself. That is sudo dnf install Hyprland. Yep, that was a thing. That really happened. All right, so this part is going to be installing the dot files themselves. So to do this, we're going to click here on code and we're going to download the zip, okay? Now, after the download zip is done, you're going to have one of these. We're going to right click extract. And in here, you're going to have two folders, Hyper and Quick Show. We're going to copy both of these. We're going to hit Control H until these hidden folders are shown. We're going to head into config and you're going to right click and paste. Now I already have these files in here, so I don't need to do this because I actually have to release an update for Fedora that ends up fixing these buttons right here. So I don't want to override that. But yeah, that's how you install the dot files. Now, what we ended up doing was grabbing a ton of wallpapers from Bing Wallpaper Archive. That's where I end up getting all of them, by the way. And I just put them in this folder. So you didn't really miss much besides that. Anyway, let's get back to the setup. All right, it's up and working. I had a few issues and I want to actually show them to you before we do anything. The first thing that needed to be installed was this. This is the actual dependency. Second one I forgot to install was Quick Show Git, which is required to run the GUI, obviously. Duh. That's me being a dumbass. I apologize for this. It's very utmost importance that I do. And I think besides this, the only thing we need to do is to go grab mutagen. Now, mutagen is the thing that allows you to change colors dynamically with the wallpaper. And I happen to like mutagen. Just like this. Go here. And we're going to go to cargo. And we're going to open up the terminal, which again, I have a keybind for. And we're going to just press this. And it's just going to go and compile everything. Now, I want the newest version of mutagen for one specific reason, is because my dot files are updated for the newest version of mutagen. Okay. Interesting. All right. It's compiling. It's compiling. And there we go. Great. Now, what I want to do is sudo move. Actually, we want to cd and cd into dot cargo /bin. And I want to sudo move mutagen to /user/bin. Thank you. Done. Now all we got to do is log out and log back in, I think, or we're able to just click here and okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Mutagen's installed. We can turn on dynamic theming now. It really, really does not like this very much, does it? I'm kind of wondering, okay, that works, that works, that works. Okay, so these are all correct. I think I do have to log in and log out though, which is a thing. Alrighty then. So we're back, clearly. Let's go set the wallpaper. Pictures, wallpaper. Let's grab this one. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. So again, dynamic theming is working, which is what I wanted, because if we go here, you can see that it really, really, really works. And it looks absolutely brilliant. And we're going to customize this because honestly, I don't like it right now. First thing, I want to group apps. I do not want to hide my dock when using a game. I do not want to show tooltips. I'm not going to enable Windows mode in this. We're just going to get rid of all of these, just like this. I'm going to add a left side widget of weather. And I want my settings button and my media control button. Media. There we go. And then we're going to switch these two around. Perfect. Now for my top bar, I do not want you or you or you or you or you. I do not care about a clipboard manager, a CPU, memory usage. That can stay. I do not have a battery. But what I do want here is a clock, a weather widget, and I think that should hopefully be it. And system update. So the clock can go here, and the weather widget can go there, and the notification can go there. That is excellent. And as for the top bar, we're going to choose square corners. Disable no background because it looks better with a background. We're going to enable a border, but not the left, not the top left or right, just the bottom. Choose the alpha right about here. Yeah, I think that looks good. And other than that, we're going to turn off float bar and rounded corners. Cool. Now, as for this, we're going to make it pretty transparent because I like transparency, and I know you all like transparency too. Don't freaking lie. I see you motherfuckers lying out there. Don't do that. Let's move that down to the bottom. So here you can change the icon spacing and size and whatever else you need to. Okay, so this is the inclusion zone. I'm going to put it right about there. You can't see it, but it works. Dock border. We're going to enable one. We're going to make it a white border, and we're going to just alpha the crap out of it with a border radius of... Oh yeah, we could adjust the border radius, which is nice. Right about there should be fine. As for themes and colors, again, you want a semi-transparent look. That really, really does suit the overall look of everything else. We could do that. We're going to just amp up this. And I'm going to go back to dock. And I'm going to also do that. There we go. And you could set yourself a picture if you need to. But as far as I'm concerned, I am happy with this minus the launcher. Then again, we don't have a button for the launcher, but we can use the OS logo. And we can change the logo size. Bingo. And we can also hopefully auto color. I don't know if it lets me auto color the size according to the wallpaper. No, so we would need to set a custom one. But yeah, there it is. And for our current applications that we want, we're going to pin this to dock. We're going to pin this for now. And I'm going to also pin OBS. I'm going to pin the terminal. And we're also going to pin the Fedora Forge like that. And last but not least, if we go into themes and colors and we go down to the bottom, we're going to set our icons. And we're also going to apply Qt colors. Yeah, so we're missing that. Okay, 1 second. Oh no, it's doing a bug thing again where that's having an issue. I haven't had that in a while though. There, fixed it. So I need Qt6, and I believe it's CT. It's right there. So Qt6 CT. Like this is what I need. So sudo dnf install Qt6 CT. This should allow me to configure a lot of things like this and icons. Make sure they're set to this. And yeah, another thing you're going to want in case you want to adjust other stuff is sudo dnf nwg look. You could probably see why I don't want to do videos about setting up my Hyprland dots. Yeah, it gets kind of annoying after a while. So we're going to call this the GTK. Yep, there we go. Icon theme. Good. Mouse cursor. Fly. Now we just got to log in and out for all of this. And that's it. We're all set up. That's it. That's all that needed to be done. It's finished. Isn't that nice? Do we have LM sensors? Sudo dnf install lm underscore sensors? We do not. Okay. This is kind of an important one. I believe this is what my thing uses to... No, it's all still offline. I don't know what's wrong with this, but we'll figure it out. Another thing is, I don't know why this is so squished, but if you need to, you just click Windows size and you reset to auto, and then you can just change to whatever you want. Yeah. It's annoying. Still trying to figure out some of these bugs, but you have the choice of power, time and date. Like, you have everything here. Like, 12-hour clock, not my thing. Switch that over to a proper time and stuff. You could do like network synchronization. You got your keyboard and your language. Everything's here. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Fedora 43 video. And now I need to get back after I disable these desktop widgets, all of them, in fact. I need to get back to making this this package manager, because honestly, I have some stuff to do still, apparently. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you appreciated this video. If you did, let me know. You know, leave me a comment, a like on the video. It helps me a lot. I'm also about to install some other stuff here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.